And Kurt Browning had a chance to catch up with Patrick casually here in Turin.
We're in Torino. The World Figure Skating Championships are over for you. Finally a day off. And and it's been a long year coming to this day where you can go
a sigh of relief. Yeah.
And does it feel good?
Oh, it feels amazing.
Well deserved. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Let's go back a year. Let's go back to the podium. We're in Los Angeles, the World Figure Skating Championships, and you're second in the world. Your first time on the podium at the World Championships.
Yeah.
I doubt this is the year you had visioned before you.
I think after LA, I really had this mentality of, oh, why not? What? I don't see why I wouldn't be on the podium in Vancouver.
Sure.
You know,
you're second in the world.
Yeah,
why
second
not?
in the world the year right before the Olympics, and. But I don't think I was sort of young and I guess brash, and I didn't really think about the reality.
Well, you're still young and brash, but.
But when I got to Vancouver, and it definitely didn't turn out the way I wanted.
Let's face it, you've had a lot of changes.
Yeah.
The coaching situation was a big change. You've moved a couple of times. Your training, and then that big injury.
Mm-hmm.
So you recovered so well. But it couldn't have been easy.
No. You know, it wasn't as bad as I thought. I think that's the good thing about being young and still being able to bounce back. And I mean, Scott Russell used to. I remember once after I did a gala and I hit the boards and I got back up. I popped back up. He's like, "You're like a puppy. You never stop moving. You run into things and you keep getting up and you keep going." And that's sort of what I felt like I was doing this whole season is, you know, recovering and always catching up. I wasn't I wasn't on the same playing field, I felt. But you know, that's just how things happen sometimes, and that's just how things roll out.
But for me, the low point must have been Skate Canada.
Oh,
because Skate Canada had to be a real checking point. Skate Canada didn't go even remotely close to the way you wanted it. You said Vancouver didn't go well. You skated great.
Yeah.
You did pretty much as much of your job as you could do with what you had at the time. I was very proud of you. But Skate Canada, you must have been like saying, Vancouver can wait a couple of years, please.
I think that was by far the most embarrassing moment of my career, I think, so far. It's just, I went out and I was like, I had a lot of confidence. You know, I felt great because it's back from the injury and seeing great people looking after me, and I thought I would definitely kill it at Skate Canada. Didn't turn out that way.
No.
So it was tough. It was a tough time, and I got off the ice and I couldn't believe it.
What's the last few seconds before you step on the ice like at the Olympics in Vancouver? I mean, I skated in Calgary. That was at home. I wasn't the favorite. I wasn't Brian Orser. You were.
Yeah. It was a catch-22. The whole having a lot of media and, you know, getting a lot of exposure, because of course you get recognized really well and you get a lot of recognition and a lot of support. But then on the other hand, you feel like, oh gosh, I gotta really perform well for everyone. You know, I feel like you feel like you're under a microscope, basically.
Really big microscope.
A really big microscope.
Did you enjoy it? Like, was there any way that you got to skate it in Vancouver and actually enjoy it, or was it like, this is hard?
I felt great. I felt the best I've ever felt physically, but mentally, I have to tell you, it wasn't the same as here.
Here was more relaxing. Where the Olympics are over and your shoulders come down a tiny bit.
Yeah. What I learned after the Olympics is what I had to have learned before to have won a medal, if that makes sense.
That's the catch-22 you talk about. You have to go through it before you can really learn it. Everyone can tell you as much as they want to tell you, but on a personal level, from me to you, proud of you. The Olympics were great. Like, I'm really proud of you. Good boy.
Thanks.
Not what you wanted, I know.
Yeah.
Does that make you hungry? Is there skating in the future or school? What now?
Before the Olympics, I was sold to not skate after.
I knew that.
And I think a lot of people thought I was nuts. And now I look back, I think I was a little nuts, and I was joking, you know, I was joking to the media like, oh, you know, after the Olympics, maybe a miracle will happen and I'll decide to skate another 4 years.
Yeah.
It actually happened. Like,
I called you, I said, I read something that you just said. And you said, I didn't say that. And I go, but it says you did. So I think you didn't know what you wanted then. But now you do?
I didn't. And I didn't enjoy training as much as I do now. I enjoy, you know, the pain, the agony, and, you know, the whole being in shape. I just love it. It just feels so good. and being in Colorado is just beautiful. I love it. I love the weather. It just makes me so happy. And now, so I think definitely I'll take it year by year. Take my time, of course. I mean, my focus right now is not Sochi. My focus is Worlds next year.
You've had to deal with a lot of questions about the quad.
Yeah.
And even in the press conference here, you're sitting beside Jobert, the king of the quad at certain points in his career, and he didn't understand the question. You translated into French for him. This is what he translated to him. He said, Brian, what's it like to be in third place behind two guys that haven't landed the quad?
Like myself.
Like me, you know? And that was a great moment at the press conference. It's a testament to actually you guys respecting each other that you could do that. But what is the future for the quad for Patrick?
First of all, like our relationship between me and Brian has, I think, gone a long ways this competition. I wanted to go up to him and tell him it's such a great job after such a disappointing Olympics. I just wanted to congratulate him. I haven't had the chance yet, but I'm really happy to see him happy again.
Good for you.
For me, the quad I'm so excited. I'm so excited to do it next year in the program, in the free program. I don't know about the short program. People were already talking about putting it in the short. I was like, whoa, one step at a time.
Bravo!
Grazie.
Bravo. Complimenti, bravo.
We're standing in Torino, and what do you say in a year we do this again?
Yes, with wine.
With wine.
With wine.
The kids growing up. Thank you very much.
Great, thanks.
Great year of growth for you.
Yeah.
And we're all proud.
Same. Thanks.